The record begins. Alrighty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got two divisions to get through in this conference. We got a couple of olds here to do it. Two of the oldest of the olds.
Not two of the oldest, just the two oldest.
Well, Rock is older than us.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Damn, sucks to suck, Rock.
But other than sucks to suck. Other than that, yeah, we're the two oldest. I got a little Jack Daniels and a ginger ale to get the night going.
Got Basil Hayden. You ever had this before?
I have not. Basil Hayden.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Costco, my favorite store.
My brother gave this to me along with a little flask for his wedding. It's just been sitting on my desk, so I crack it open.
No time like the present.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a full house tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna be talking over each other a lot. It's gonna be a lot of no, you go, but I think we can get something done with the two of us. We might get some more people popping in at some point. It'll be a fun surprise if it happens. But
yeah,
we can go ahead and grind through it. We're gonna start with the well, it's both cricket. Is this Cricketoon or Kricketot? It will say it in the link in the title of the YouTube video. Whichever one it is, that's the one we're doing. So there you go. This is your conference. Which conference are you in?
good question.
Great. Okay, as long as we're clear.
I'm glad I could help.
All right, we're going to start with Jackson, returning coach, with a new logo. Miami Heatran. Golurk, Bronzor, Walreen, Galarian Rapidash, Skuntank, Chatot, Crocalor, Pawniard, Maractus, Basculin, Not White Stripe, and Timber. So I there's some stuff going on with this team that I like. There's also some stuff going on with this team that I'm not a huge fan of. Things I like: Galarian Rapidash, the best mon with no ability in Pokemon, because the other ones is like Rattata and stuff like that. So,
what does Pastel Veil do?
Exactly, it doesn't. It's pretty close to literally useless.
Anticipation's funny though. It's a funny
it does nothing, and Runaway is literally useless in combat. I've always thought it should let you switch out, even like if you're in like if you have if you're Fire Spinned or Wrap and stuff like that, or if you have
Shadow Tag
on the other side or whatever, you should just always be able to switch out. It should be an automatic. Not automatic, but always be able to switch out. But oh well. Galarian Rapidash. I'm really surprised it lasted till round 4 in this division. I think it's much better than that. But if you can get it in round 4, get it in round 4. We've got decent Tailwind setter, right? Chatot is 91 speed, which we were discussing. The 75th percentile is 85 speed, so most of the time you're gonna be able to get your Tailwind up before other Pokemon can move, which is nice. Even though it seems like 91 is a bad speed stat, everything is messed up and weird in this format. So, 2 Trick Room setters is nice, but realistically you never want Rapidash to be your Trick Room setter if you can avoid it. So really it's just Bronzor. But decent utility thing for a relatively cheap mon to be doing. You can set some screens after a Trick Room or Helping Hand and stuff like that. So it definitely has stuff that it can still do. And then I'm pretty like the special attack is pretty low here. We have Maractus at 106, Walrein at 95, Crocalor at 80, but mostly we're not attacking on the special side at all, and we're not doing a great job defending on the special side either, which is kind of a bummer. Also, a little more Eviolite competition than I would prefer, right? Bronzor is bulky enough and has good enough typing that Eviolite is beneficial to it. Same with Crocalor. Timber could conceivably want to be Eviolite when it comes as well, although probably just a sash if it's ever shown up, and honestly, I don't think it's ever showing up.
Yeah, and I think another part of the problem with Eviolite is that a lot of the Trick Room mons need it, or at least want it, right?
Right, and you often want Mental Herb on that Trick Room Mon, or a Cloak to prevent a fake out flinch, something like that. Scun Tank I think is going to be good on this team, just because I think it's going to be good in this format. So it's the team is doing some stuff here, but I'm not sure I really like see the vision for it overall. I think we can get rid of this Poniard as well. I mean, this is the team realistically, and like it's got good pieces on it. It's got some good stuff going on. The Golurk is going to be nice. Like, it's the best ground type, and it's not close, which is nice to have. But like, I just am not 100% sure I get the team, but I get a lot of the Mons individually. You know?
Yeah, a lot of the offense is on the physical side, right? Golurk is going to be huge. And I think Bronzor is a pretty good partner to have with it. You know, you can levitate, earthquake.
Totally.
That's pretty solid. But the fast mode, I don't know if there's enough offense. I don't know if it's packing enough of a punch. I mean, 100 attack is pretty good in this format. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
So 75th quartile attack is 95, or 75th percentile. The third quartile attack is 95. 90th percentile is 110, so it's not the high, but so it's in that 75 to 90 range. Thanks to Poppin's great math that he dumped it into the old's chat for us here. Maybe I'll put it on the screen after in post. I'll do a little editing. Bam! Here's the chart. You can pause it if you want to look at it. This is what we're looking at.
Yeah, we're also lacking redirection and fake out, which makes it a little even more difficult to set Trick Room.
True.
When you
Yeah,
have
no
1.5
fake
Trick
out.
Room setters. Rapidash
No
could
redirection.
surprise set Trick Room, right?
I think
it's
it
gonna
would be a
Bronzor.
surprise too. So yeah, I think it's mostly
Right.
going to be Bronzor.
Yeah, and
Walrein
that's just
is not
taunt bait.
Dugong, so it doesn't get. Walrein is kind of weird because it's not Lapras, and also it's not Dugong, so it's kind of like not as good as either one of them. But it's 13 points. Sure, I get it. I guess, like I said, the Mons on the team make sense. Like, I like all the Mons more or less, but I just don't know if I see the vision for the team.
Yeah, Maractus is your main special attacker, maybe Walrein. I guess you could set up stuff with Storm Drain and Surf, with Walrein and Maractus, but they're both, in that 60, 65 speed range, which is really awkward.
Yeah, that's not great in terms of you got to get them going first before they can then start doing that, or else.
And Chitchat is the only Tailwind on the team, and it definitely dies in one hit to everything.
That wants your Sash, so nobody else is ever going to get Sash. Although there's not a ton of Sash competition, in all honesty. I mean, it could go on any Mon, right? Like, you want it sometimes.
Basculin maybe sometimes. I
But
think you probably choice band Basculin and just do big damage with Wave Crash though. 98 speed and 92 attack with adaptability is going to be chunking some Pokemon down.
yeah, definitely gonna take some kills this season with Basculin. Alrighty. Any other thoughts on this one? On this first team? Or we want to
I
get
think
it
we
on the
got it.
list here?
Yeah, let's throw it on there.
I could get it on the list. I think it's kind of like I said. It's got Mons on it. I like, but I'm not sure um, that I see a vision. I'm gonna keep my two conferences segregated here. So I'm gonna have all of the cricket stuff after all the spider stuff on the tier list here. But I think it's a C tier team, and
I agree. I
maybe
think another big problem for me is that your main two Trick Room mons are both, they share weaknesses to Ghost and Dark. I think that's a little problematic too.
that's the whole board though. All the trick room set, and not literally all, but the vast
Just
majority of
about.
the
Yeah,
trick room
no, you're
setters
right.
are either ghost or psychic type, and they all have those same. So like your
Sure.
Stantlers and
Yeah.
stuff
So
are
along,
like
well,
high value as a result because they don't have that same weakness.
yeah. Yeah, well, your Trick Room setter and the main Trick Room abuser on this team, right?
Oh,
So it's not just
also,
the person's that,
yeah,
yeah, right? The guy next to it. So only one of them can Terra, you know?
yeah, that's true as well. Alrighty, who's
Yeah, I think it's
next?
a C for me.
Steve.
Steve.
What do we
So,
think of this team? So Steve's played his first match.
we had the pleasure of seeing this team played, and Zorua, we
to
can't cross it off the list. You
Well,
know, we
I
can't
mean,
take the
I
bottom
wouldn't have
mono.
anyway because of how good the typing is.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the
But
typing and the special attack is fine, you know,
yeah,
um,
85
and the ability.
is decent. It's
Yeah. I was surprised to see it show up week one and take prep for it all season.
it's
Um,
right on the 75th percentile.
you
85
know,
special attack.
a lot of people have talked about Drapion this season being really good, and you know, for good reason. The typing is good. The attack is pretty good and in decent bulk. I think Turtonator is a really good second pick. There are not a lot of dragons in the format. There are not a lot of fairies, so those dragon moves
And there's not a
you
lot of
can throw around
grounds.
freely.
So
And
you can
there's not a
kind of
lot of
just.
grounds.
I mean, the
Yeah.
best ground is in Steve's division, but, we can't have everything we want.
No, you can't. Right. Yeah, so pretty, you know, very, very good physical bulk. Um, Decent special attack stat. And like I said, with those fairies missing, you can launch those dragon pulses, Draco meteors. Um, yeah, so Sandaconda, great pick. Not a lot of ground types to go around, and it's a pretty strong one. Um, Good physical bulk again. Um, Crabominable made it all the way to the fourth round. A little surprising. This guy,
Only in this conference.
yeah, yeah. Was it like fourth overall in the other one?
Yeah, it was in the
Anyways,
first couple of picks on the other conference.
yeah, and we saw Poppin use it already, so we know what it can do. Good mon. I think Calyrex is another one that's going to be super solid too. It's going to need Terra a lot of the time. It does have that 4 times weakness to bug, but the rest of Steve's team isn't really too worried about bug. I think people generally are not worried about bugs. So I think like Calyrex and then also Vespiquen, I think are
Yeah,
gonna be
Vespiquen's interesting to me as well because like it's got like great defensive stats, right? 70, 102,
right.
102, and it can attack on either side with 80 both ways. Terrible speed stat of 40,
Hmm.
and that's the only tailwind that Steve's got. But like he has other ways to handle speed control, right? We've got a whole bunch of icy wind. I don't think any of these are Zorua, Golduck, Calyrex, or Crabominable gets Electroweb. So I assume these are all icy wind. But regardless, I mean we've got Golduck at 85 with icy wind is decent. Calyrex at 80, decent. So like Calyrex could be a Trick Room setter or could be Icy Winding. Lopunny has the ability to paralyze. I assume this is so there are some downsides to Poppin's grouping of multiple things where you don't really like, is this Thunder Wave? Because I like, this is Glare. I assume this Lopunny has Thunder Wave, but like there are some other ways to get some speed control going. But a lot of the time, Steve's just gonna rely on the speed numbers being whatever they are, and having decent to very good on the defensive side bulk, and just chunk hits and send back even bigger ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a solid team. That EV-Lite competition isn't really there. There's a couple mons on here that are kind of going to be Terra Hogs a lot of the time. Crabominable might want to get rid of its ice typing. Obviously, Vespiquen, when it comes, needs Terra because rock moves will destroy it. Everything gets Rock Slide. Calyrex, same thing, is going to want Terra when it comes. But you're not bringing all these mons to every game.
Yeah, totally. Well, you're bringing Crabominable every week, but...
Right.
Yeah, Calyrex isn't coming every week. Vespiquen isn't coming every week. Not a ton of Sash competition, right? Like, Lileep probably doesn't come. It's got Storm Drain, so like... And like there are mons that are weak to water, right? You've got Carkol, which is a totally real mon. Sandaconda.
I mean, with Eviolite, Carkol and Lily both become extremely bulky, so I could see them come.
I'm for sure like Carkol will hit the field at some point this season for Steve.
Yeah,
that's go end of the season. Clip this out if I was wrong, and let me know. But I don't think I'll be wrong.
Lack of redirection and
sure.
Lack of speed control, I think, might become a little bit of a problem for Steve. Like, there are a couple of Icy Wind users, but really Golduck and Calyrex, right?
Yeah.
And there's one Tailwind setter, and it's very slow. And there's one Trick Room setter, and both the Tailwind and the Trick Room setter have 4 times weaknesses. Now, maybe that could be problematic, but overall... look at that bulk on this team. Look at that physical bulk.
Yeah, I mean, on this board, that's where you want it too, right? Because the attack stats are definitely higher than the special attack stats. The median special attack is 65. The median attack stat is 75. Like, it's fully 10 stat points higher. So
yeah, I think it's a good team. You ready to throw it on the list or anything else?
I think it's pretty good. I think it's got some... It's not Steve's best team he's ever drafted, by any means.
It's like a shitmon season, so...
I mean, even in the context of, like, all the mons are terrible, I don't think this is Steve's best team he's ever drafted in context. But I think it's a decent team that I mostly see... Like, I see the vision on. There's each mon has a clear role most of the time and can come when it needs to, and turns out take 2 kills, 2 points, 2 kills, retire, put the jersey in the rafters.
Yeah, also to be fair, we talked about special attackers on the last team. This one's like Golduck, Turtonator, and Zorua.
Vespiquen's 80, so, but yeah, special attackers not great on this side. That's true. So
they're rare. They are rare.
Yeah, there's just not as many of them, right? So
yeah, I think it's a solid team. Where are you thinking about putting it?
I think it's like a high B tier team. Maybe it's a low A tier team, but I think it's a high B tier team for me.
I was thinking B also, with potential to move up because I don't know.
Maybe there's a bunch
these teams all have bad Pokemon on them.
So,
yeah. It's hard to All right.
Next up, we've got this guy, Beartic's Apathetic Disappointment. Coach, OMG, it's Daddy.
What a great name.
I think I came up with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sent you a message like, what what does BAD stand for this season? And I gave you a bunch of nonsense options. Oh, how many points is Keklan worth? It's not on the. Oh, I can change
Somebody
this. Hold on.
started changing it in the doc like a couple seasons ago. I don't know who started it, but I liked it. I thought it was great.
There.
So
Keklan.
it changes all the time.
Yeah. Grand Bowl first pick. Good work. I think if I had been drafting and I could have, I think I would have taken Grand Bowl first pick. It's got great moves. Intimidate is great. 120 attack is bonkers. There's no fairy types. And also there's no steel types.
No steel,
so,
right.
You mostly don't have to worry about it. There's some poison types, but Muck.
Who cares about poison types? Look at my second pick.
Yeah, Bahian. Shut it down. Just bang, got it. Yeah, this Gramble Bahiam, I like these first two picks a lot. I also think Houndoom is a great grab on a low board like this. Pichu at the end here, I think, is pretty decent. I still maintain that Alolan Meowth is a trap pick even on a low tier board.
But after I got Pichu last round, I kind of regret getting it. But it 90 speed is good, right? 90 speed is very good.
Yeah, totally.
It has access to Icy Wind. It gets Taunt.
Icy Wind, Fake Out, Taunt.
Foul Play. It gets Parting Shot, right? So it had all these utility support things, and I don't have a ton of, up until this point in the draft. I didn't have a ton of support. Golbat, yeah, okay, Golbat and Love Disc.
Yeah, decent. Yeah. But and it wouldn't be us if we weren't spending the beginning of at least one team talking about the 2-pointers.
The worst, right?
But I think I'm pretty high on this team overall. Palisand, like I said, there's not a lot of strong ground types. We all know that at this point. There's not a lot of strong special attackers, and 100 is great. It's got very good bulk. You basically want to play in Trick Room 100% of the time, which is tough, right? I mean, your best Pokemon are, I would say, Gramble, Bahiam, and who's your third best Pokemon? So I don't know. I mean, Keklan is your second most expensive. I don't necessarily know if it's your second best Pokemon, but most of the Pokemon on your team are slow, right? I mean, you've got this huge drop off essentially from 90 to 45, right? And so, sure, these mons are decently fast, but Love Disc as your fastest Pokemon, meh. It's not coming that much. It's not that great. Houndoom is decently fast, but is very frail, and is not. Houndoom is ending games, not advancing a game plan. So I think you're gonna want to be in Trick Room a lot of the time. You've 2 Trick Room setters, one of which is not a psychic or a ghost type, which is nice. Although it will be
and
after
it gets Fake Out.
Yeah, and it gets
Trick
Fake
Room
Out.
is nice.
Yeah. It will become psychic type after it clicks Trick Room.
Right.
But
I'll just use color change.
That's next turn's problem. Yeah, it gets some decent other stuff, right? It probably gets I don't know for sure, but it probably gets Sucker Punch or Quick Attack, something like that.
It does get Sucker Punch.
I think we have a priority got added here as a general category. Yeah, so it gets some priority.
Yeah. I focused a lot on special attackers in my draft because I knew there wasn't many really good ones in the format. So I tried to get a couple Octillery. I think Octillery is secretly busted. I think we're gonna see it do some stuff this season.
Yeah, wow. You have 4 special attackers at or above 100, which is, if we check the chart, That is above the 90th percentile.
Yeah.
90th is 98.
I think I agree with you though, and I already see this in my prep that the fast mons on my team, it's a little deceptive because Meowth and Love Disc make
Yeah,
two of them.
essentially don't count. And
Right.
Leavanny, like how often is Leavanny going to be crucial to your game plan? I mean, I don't know. Like so much of this, I don't really know
Yeah. No, I
because
I
all the
agree with
mons are
you
terrible.
100%. These like Octillery and Leavanny could be borderline useless this season, but in my head, they're incredible. Like Octillery's move pool is nuts. The offensive stats are great. Leavanny has a really cool move pool with 92 speed and 103 attack and like decent bulk. It's not, 75, 80, 80 is not terrible.
It's
It's
not
not
bad.
going to get one shot
Yeah,
unless it gets hit by a flying move, which a lot of people will probably bring.
there's plenty of
Um,
flying types, right? Noctowl, Pidgeotto.
Yeah, but it has like
Uh,
speed control options. It has attack lowering options. It,
I don't think
it has
Pidgeotto got
reflect and
drafted.
light screen. Um, that was the most fun part. The most fun part about drafting for me this season was just like finding out what these shitty mons that I would never consider using could do, and being like, hey, this might actually work this season. Let's see.
Yeah, occasionally if I'm watching a like a VGC stream and some Pokemon that never gets used in regular VGC is on someone's team, and the commentary will be like, "What is this? What's this mon gonna do? What's this?" And it'll be like a I don't it'll be I don't know like um
Gloom, like Gloom.
Gloom
I've seen Gloom
or so like just something that
recently.
like
Yeah.
gets use in draft league. I'll be like, oh, it's gonna teeter dance and sleep powder next to a sunmon, and
Yeah.
then
What?
it'll yeah
No,
like
you know what I saw that was really cool? It was Gloom with Stench and the item that King's Rock or whatever makes
yeah
things flinch more often.
right
So it would use like Bullet Seed and Trick Room, and each one has a chance to flinch. So
yeah
it would
totally
just like stun lock you. That was awesome.
yeah
Anyways,
but
that kind of stuff.
anyways like I feel like I am now that commentary team looking at these even worse Pokemon and being like, what does this Pokemon even do? Like, what is
Hmm.
Leavanny gonna do on your team? What is Octillery gonna do? Uh, and
Hopefully we see.
the people that play even even more dirt tier Pokemon than I do are like, duh, idiot. It 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 quiver dances,
It clicks
or
E-webs and dies.
yeah. I don't know. Does
And the
Leavanny
last
get
thing I want to say is
quiver
I
dance?
think Golbat. I think Golbat is amazing. I think Inner Focus, Tailwind, and Bulk with Eviolite and pretty solid typing. I like Golbat a lot.
Gets
Super Fang.
oh, it gets synthesis. That's fun. Um, oh, you get string shot on your Leavanny. There you go.
Dude, it's got a great move pool. It's gonna be fun to use.
Oh, you can me first something for an
Use
extra
chlorophyll. Just gotta figure
chlorophyll
out how
me
to set the
first.
sun.
Copy a copy something. Yeah, you can see all the mons I've been checking random moves on. Bahia and
Chlorophyll, me
Garbodor.
first, Trick Room. Right? Can I do that?
No, because it copies an attacking move.
Oh, okay.
It copies a move that's targeting them.
Oh,
But
me.
anyway,
I'm thinking after you. Yeah,
yeah.
my bad.
All
Anyways,
right, let's
yeah.
find you here.
Anything
Let's
else
put you
about
on
this
here.
one?
I I'm into your team. I think you're gonna have like you're either gonna win or lose in playing, like in the actual matches. But as a squad, I like this. I like this squad. I think it's got some good stuff going on. This is a team that I get definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
I
put you in A tier.
I don't know how good the team's gonna be, but I felt really good about it after my draft. I felt like this is gonna be a fun one to use. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Excellent, excellent. All right, next up we've got the bell
S
ringer
tier.
Keith Thudgore. Oh yeah,
Straight to S tier. Keith.
Daddy's uh, got an arrangement with Keith. He's putting his team in S tier. automatically.
I love Keith's little. If you if you put me any lower than A, you're going straight to D tier or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, exactly. So given that the actual ranking is the by far the least important part, and
Yeah.
if it was up to me, maybe we just wouldn't put them on tier lists. We would just talk about each team for 4 to 7 minutes and then move on to the next one. But we need the conceit of the tier list for people to want to engage with it.
Yeah, it draws
Um,
them into the video.
exactly. So we do it we do it for the engagement,
For the
but
clicks.
uh, doesn't doesn't matter. Put it wherever you
It
want. But
does. It means
let's
everything.
talk about it.
It's the most
Um,
important thing.
Teams got some good ones. So Keith has played his first match, right? Because
Yep.
Galarian Stunfisk, yeah, versus Prime Sparks. He won his game one match. Um, Lost game one and then won game two and game three. Galarian Stunfisk was a big part of that game two, um, which is surprising to me because like, what does that mon even do? Who knows? It has an earthquake, and is a ground type. Um, but
Dodrio's a great first pick,
Dodrio is a
in my
great
opinion.
first pick.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 110
Is it
speed,
the fastest tailwind?
tailwind. Could be.
If not the fastest, one of obviously. And then it takes advantage of it with a huge attack stat too. So
Yeah, and
good first pick.
110 attack as well.
And a lot of teams, I feel like, have weaknesses to flying, or at least like neutral. Yeah. So flying
Yeah,
seems pretty good.
there's a lot of flying Pokemon around, but a lot of them are not very good.
Yeah.
So like having like 110 Brave Bird with a speed of 110 as well, and also Double Edge and Return as stabs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Return when you want it, Double Edge when you need it. Um,
What's the power difference? It's like one. What's double edge? 110?
Double
120?
Edge is 120. Yeah,
It's 120. Okay,
and
so it's
Return is
okay.
102.
Right. So
So
it's
it's an
a
extra
pretty big difference.
20%. Yeah,
Yeah.
it ain't nothing. But
Meganium second pick.
yeah, Meganium second pick. What does this mon do? Encore has knockoff. It's got reflecting light screen.
It's
It
a big
is
ball
a
of
grass
stats.
type. Yeah, I mean it's a start. Like it's got good stats, right? 80, 100, 100. It's gonna be hard to kill. It's gonna take like a lot of, and there's not a lot of fire types, right? So like
Right.
two, you know, two coverage fire punches or like flamethrowers may not get you there, right? So,
Hmm.
does it have sleep powder? Does Meganium have sleep powder
Uh,
or
I don't.
any other
I
sleep
don't.
moves?
I don't
It
think
doesn't
so.
have sleep powder. Uh, no
I don't. Does it?
hypnosis.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Definitely doesn't have spore.
Yeah.
Does
So
it
the
get like
next two
sing? Does it?
picks.
No. Yeah, I don't really know
No.
what Meganium. I don't know what Meganium does. Gorbis. I'm also don't know if I 100% get. I mean, Swift Swim is nice. Like, how are we ever setting the rain?
I mean, the special attack stat is pretty nuts with good physical bulk.
True.
You know.
114 is huge. Who gets Rain Dance? Everybody gets Rain Dance. Dodrio gets Rain Dance. We're setting the rain with Rain Dance.
Of course, everything
There we
gets
go.
rain dance. Yeah.
So now our 52 speed mon is going right after the Dodrio. I don't hate that, right? Of course, then you're not using your Dodrio to attack with, which you want to do. So
Yeah, it
uh,
is the premier attacker on this team. And then after it, we have Mawile, right? Physical attacker, I mean.
85, yeah, yeah, a bunch in the
Um,
80s,
yeah, which
right around that 80,
is
80
usable.
value. Oh, we got Swanna actually has 87,
Oh
which is
yeah.
crazy. But like that's not literally, but essentially the same Pokemon as Dodrio. That's not really true, but it's not crazy not true. They do have a lot of overlap. They're both pretty fast tailwinders with decent attacking stats, flying type. Uh, yeah, they're not the same, but they're not that far off. I don't know. I don't know how often you're going to want both of them, and I feel like you're going to want Dodrio a lot. And also, people are already going to care about Dodrio, so they're going to catch Swanna for free a lot of the time. I don't know if I love the Swanna on this team. The more that I'm looking at it, I think these 12 points could have been spent like, I don't know, upgrading this Meganium or upgrading the Litten to something better, or Hakamo I'm actually fine with as a spend a couple points, but maybe it comes one time, something like that. Spidops, I mean, people get Spidopsed in real formats, so
Yeah, I think Mawile is pretty solid too,
yeah,
actually. The
Mawile as well
typing
is pretty
is
solid.
typing's amazing, intimidates good. Um, the bulk is terrible though. I still have like Mega Mawile in my brain. But yeah, that HP and
Oh yeah,
special defense, I don't know if the 85 attack makes up for it. Typing is good though.
and yeah, yeah, typing's good. Abilities like three great abilities, right? I mean, it doesn't have the best moves to take advantage of sheer force, but Hypercutter or Intimidate, depending. Most of the time, it's going to be Intimidate, but yeah, I mean, it's got three good moves or three good abilities. It's got good moves. It's got good typing. Uh, Terra if it needs to. Uh,
Hmm.
its move pool's pretty good. I think Mawile is a good grab and a
Yeah,
nice
for
reason to
11.
save points too.
Yeah, I think having two usable fake out users is pretty nice. Your only Trick Room setter is Meowstick, but I guess this team probably doesn't want Trick Room most of the time. Most of its best mons are pretty fast.
Are yeah,
Um,
medium to fast.
yeah,
Uh,
so
Gorbis
maybe it's even
can.
like Imprison Meowstick occasionally. I know you hate Imprison, so do I, but
It's bad. Stop
yeah.
bringing in prison people. Just stop
Yeah,
it.
Spidops is seriously, Spidops is the anti-Trick Room answer. You
I
just put it
mean,
out there with that bulk, let it circle throw.
www.yougotspidops.com.
That's right.
It'll bring that video up.
Is that a real website? I'm
No,
gonna Google
no, but
it.
there's a you have a video called "You Got Spidopsed" on your YouTube channel.
I do?
Yes.
What the hell? When did that happen?
I don't know. You posted it, right? You got Spidopsed. Isn't that you? It was you versus Steve. I think it was
Oh,
you that got
Steve, God,
Spidopsed.
Steve fucking sorry for cursing. We'll bleep it out in post. Steve destroys me every time I play against him. I
You
can't
got
stand Steve.
Spidopsed.
I
Daddy's double
love you,
feature
Steve.
with
I
Steve
love
and
you.
Camo. See, starring Steve, Spidops, and Diglett. 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Oh my God, is that when I was doing my like guest co-coaches that helped me build my teams?
I don't know. Could be
Wow.
3 years ago. But
Anyways, yeah, so this team, it goes really fast. It has some super fast mons. Um, Hitting hard
how we
might
looking
be a
special
problem.
attack wise? We got a Rotom and we got a Gorbis above 90. A couple of 83s and 87, and then some Dog Waters, crappy mons. So for the most part, we're attacking on the physical side. There's not really as much offense going on here as I would like. I would like to see a second attack stat above 90
Yeah.
on this team, and there just isn't, which is kind of a bummer. But um,
But the bulk is good.
the bulk is
Um,
there largely, right? And the defense is even much better than it seems because like we have multiple bringable intimidate mons. Um,
yeah. It's an S tier team for me.
Well, I know it's an S tier team for you, and also the actual rating is not that important. Um, you have any other thoughts? Rotom, I think
Thanks.
good, right? It's probably mostly going to be like an attacker. Hey, Keith, perfect timing. We're
Hey,
almost
we were just
done.
putting you in S tier.
We're almost done talking about your team. Welcome.
Literally here to talk about my team in perfect time. I've
Yeah,
got the
can you
best.
deafen just deafen for
If
one
you think
second?
my team isn't the best,
This team sucks. I'm
you're the
putting it in
worst.
F tier.
Yeah, well, guess what? Your team is now in my F tier.
I told you to
You don't think
deafen.
my team is the best? You are jealous of me. You are jealous of my success, jealous of my family, and I'm putting your team at the bottom. And then if someone does it, they go to the new bottom. Like if everyone just says my team is bad, eventually,
I
person
can
to
work
get is
my way back
technically
up.
going to be. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So, where are you putting it, James?
I think it's like a low B tier, high C tier team for me. It's fine.
Oh,
I like some of the mons, but I wish there was some more offense on it.
I guess we can give Keith a quick lightning round. Keith, so we were saying, well, I was saying, I think your team might lack a little bit of um, immediate offense outside of like Dodrio and Gorbis, which might have trouble going first.
It's not that immediate. Yeah. We
Is
like a lot of
I
the.
do think
Go ahead.
it's stronger deceptively than it because basically there's a lot of high base attack. A lot of these Pokemon like Swanna, clicks, Hydro Pump, and clicks Scrape. That is what its thing is. But while I ran at week 1 Sheer Force and had Sheer Force, and that is about as strong. I think it is like it's stronger than Nido Queen, Nido King, that sort of thing. Obviously, but it's got a lot more defense than you might think just by looking at it. I can
Yeah.
kind of get that with some Pokemon, but yeah, like looks like close combat. High base power move, I think, is something that a lot of this.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
that's
There
true.
there definitely are a lot of high base power moves that can shore up some of the weaknesses of the medium attacking stats. Um, like I said, overall, it seems like there's a bunch of mons I like, and I think with a little more. I mean, you won week 1, so like,
Yeah,
what do I know? But also,
Stunfisk Galar,
yeah, absolutely with
great
Stunfisk
Pokemon.
Galar. But yeah,
Um,
low B tier teams win games. So
yeah, fair enough. One other thing, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but yeah, I did a thing where I went dropped a Pokemon from every gen as well, which might explain why I have Fauna and Dodria, when or why I have.
I
also why you
see it
have who?
now.
Yeah, like it's a bit of confusion as to why I dropped him again.
Oh, we
Yeah,
were a
there definitely
little
was a lot of
yeah,
confusion about that one, but
which
I get it now.
yeah, and I did know you were drafting them in generation order, but we forgot when we were talking about it. So
Yeah.
uh,
I've got some problems. I think for a drafted with these guidelines of I have Gen 1, 2, 3, 8, 9 Pokemon. It turned out okay.
Yeah.
it's a little warm in my office here. So
All right.
all
On
right,
to Cass's
next
team.
up on to Cass's team. We got we're four
Yeah.
teams in 45 minutes.
Yeah, we might need to
So
pick up the pace here a little bit.
how is it that this is going so slowly with only 2 of us and now 3? All right, Cass's team. Goth,
Yeah, so
Arita.
I took a look at I took a look at this team. Fire weakness is not the end of the world. There's not that many really good fire types, but no rock resistances will be a problem when everything can throw around rock slide. Um, I do appreciate that Cass drafted the ice mode, but didn't like full commit to it. A lot of times we see coaches do that when they draft a weather setter. They'll kind of put most of their efforts into that mode. I do like that it's just an option on this team. It's not something that needs to be brought. Gothorita is a really cool first pick. We see Gothorita show up in normal seasons. So I think in this season in particular, it's going to be absolutely premier support. A problem will be knockoff coming every week to get rid of that Eviolite, and it does have a dark type weakness. So that'll be something Cass has to look out for, but it has fake out. So I think that's a super solid first pick. Low kicks. How do you feel about low kicks?
I'm not a fan of it, but mostly for aesthetic reasons. It's like decent overall. I like tinted lens on a Pokemon that like the moves it's attacking with are often resisted, so it's nice to mitigate that weakness. First impression and Sucker Punch gets pretty good priority. It's decent overall. I just bump up against it aesthetically. I think it's an uninteresting and crappy Pokemon that does a disservice to the very cool Bug Dark dual type.
Yeah, I think the ability to set Aurora Veil when you can get it off will be nice on this team because the bulk is kind of lacking on a lot of these mons, especially on the special side is what I'm noticing. Not a ton of special attackers in the format, but could be a little bit of an issue. I think Wigglytuff, your favorite Pokemon, James, I think that could be a surprise this season.
Median special defense of 76. So, yeah, we're definitely below with a number of mons that are going to be showing up a lot, right? Low Kicks, Dragonair, Alolan Sandslash, Vulpix, Alomomola could very well show up on occasion. Gothorita is above that. Whirlipede's above that. Wigglytuff. So, yeah, I'll talk about Wigglytuff for a second. I'm a believer. And so all of the reasons that I normally hate Wigglytuff so much are all reasons why I'm a believer now, right? It's got good coverage, it's got good typing, it's got good abilities, it's got not good speed and not good defensive stats, but the spread moves are nice. The 140 HP stat is going to make up for some of those bad defensive numbers. And when everything else is bad, you know, if everything else drops down around it, Wigglytuff just gets better. I'm fully in for Wigglytuff is a good Pokemon that will be a role player on this team. It will get kills. I'm ready to sing the praises of Wigglytuff over the course of this season.
Yeah, especially when
and if it's still bad, I'm banning it from the league. No one can ever draft it again.
Just put it at 1 point from here on out.
You're a hater.
Go ahead, Keith.
Oh, I was just saying you're a hater.
Yeah.
Sorry for my mic is terrible.
Born and bred, baby. It's in my blood. I'm a hater from way back.
Sipping on haterade. I was
I
going
wanted
to say
about
go ahead.
kicks.
Go. You go.
Yeah.
There's one thing about low kicks. I think the biggest value it provides is actually the mind game that it plays with first impression. Like, first impression in itself isn't like a great move because there's protect, but being able to like have a lead versus like, you know, something that wants to set up stuff that a lot of Pokemon, even the resist kicks, you Terra like buzz first impression, those things are going to go down. So like the fact is, the thing that I think that gives this team the most value, or the mind game it does play with the opponent, where they might have like a suboptimal protect, that's really going to be around. I think its value is going to be if really like take advantage of that, the turns it provides, the indecision, that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I also think it looks cool because it's got fucking buzz legs, and yeah, that's just cool.
Yeah.
On that.
There are a few physical attacking threats on this team that might make other coaches want to bring Intimidate. I think that having the competitive Wigglytuff is going to be huge in a lot of those matchups with teams like mine, for example, that prioritized a lot of points on an Intimidator. You're going to have to think twice about running Intimidate against this team, or even like, you know, dropping speed with E-webs and stuff like that. This team is it obviously has a fast mode. If you have Electrode on your team, the ability to slow down the other side on turn 1, when most teams have a lot of mons in that 80 to 50 speed range, where if they get slowed down, all of a sudden your slowest attackers can go first.
Yeah.
But it also, camera ups is threatening in Trick Room. Those eruptions are annihilating everything.
Yeah. I'm with you. Camera up is gonna be good, right? I mean, it's 16 points, not by accident, but also it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's a different mode on a team that people are going to, whether they should or not, index on this snow mode in prep, and having something very different from that, I think, is of value for Cass, right? People are gonna be like, oh right, this is the Vulpix Alola team, so the snow is coming most of the time. I need to plan around that some. I need to have my fighting type coverage, bring Brick Breaker if I have a good close combatter. Great. And then to have something very different like Electrode and Camera Up as an option is huge for a team for this team.
Yeah. I think my worry with this team, specifically, it's not like outside of Electrode and then like Sandslash in the snow, it's not that fast and it's also not that slow. Like a lot of the team is structured in the liquid, as you said, like 80 to 50 points. Like you said, that's a bit of an awkward thing because, one electric thing and everything. This team is my big concern for it. I think, it just doesn't seem like it functions that well against other teams that have speed control. And I reckon getting speed control is like what every fucking team I want to do this season. Because every game I've watched has just been like, well, maybe not every game I've watched, but like the games I've seen, a lot of it's just been like, oh, I'm desperately trying to leverage,
Yeah.
And I just think that this team is suited to the speed control battles outside of Sandslash Vulpix. So.
Yeah, we do have Electrode with
E-Webs, right?
Yeah, it has E-Webs.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to bring Cloak against this team, though, because Gothorita and Electrode both like to be on lead a lot of the time.
Yeah, and to just not have to worry about the fake out or the speed drops. That's true. Yeah, Cass is going to see a lot of Covert Cloak counter leads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ready to...
Even just using Electroweb is also cool thing because it's going to be slower than everything, but slower than in Trick Room.
True. For a mon with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think there's actually very little Eviolite competition. Goth wants it most of the time. Dragonair wants it when it comes, but it's not going to come that much. And Whirlipede is never going to come. And if Arcid comes, it'll have a sash. So, when Vulpix comes, it'll have a sash. So I actually think there's very little Eviolite competition, which is nice. Sash competition, on the other hand,
I don't think you even bother passing Arcid. I think you just let it die. Like, if it's at 1 HP, it's like a Tailwind.
Yeah, you Scarf it or Band it, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an even better point, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's put it on a list. I think it's pretty decent. Like I said, I think people are going to over-index on the snow mode, and I think that's going to be useful for Cass. But that's kind of not really judging the team. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a B tier team. I think I like Steve's better.
I
think I like it better than Keith's.
I think it's definitely worse than mine, but
Keith's team is the best team. Yeah, it's weird that you would say that because Keith's team is the best by far.
Yeah, it is weird that I would say that. But actually, it's not weird that I would say that. It's perfectly reasonable that I would say that. Alrighty. Who we got next? We got Prime Sparks here. Has also played week 1.
I love Cursewa.
How'd that match go? Keith, how did that match go?
It was really close. 3 really close games, and Stunfish
It
a lot of games
those were
on them.
good games to watch.
That was a fun set.
Yeah. I had to really bring it specifically for because this team was really restrictive and like in prep wise what I could bring to it. There's a lot of strong threats on the team. Mr. Ryan is really key. And just having like this premium setup with like, you know, Empress that can just usually not. But then you also support it with like other dose thing it has Rage Powder. I had to run Terra Grass Pokemon in case, you know, Ariados decided to Rage Powder, which then, you know, Mentai was worse into Mr. Mentai was worse into Haunch. I think there's like I think Bragg breaks in secondary trigger. I just think this is a really well made room team in general. And it was annoying to fight against. Because there's so many threats on the team.
Yeah, the offensive numbers on this team are crazy.
Yeah. 117,
like,
100, 125, and 98, and 90, and 95. And
Cursula has 95 attack?
It's crazy. You could run like a mix. Does Cursula get Sucker Punch? Ooh, that would be good. If it does.
I don't know if it does. I have no idea what its moveset is, and every time it hits me with a new I was like,
that's physical. Body Slam, Earthquake, Head Smash, Icicle Spear. It gets all the core solar moves, of course. It gets Liquidation, Poltergeist. Oh, it gets Poltergeist too.
Ooh.
That's nice. Throat Chop, Stone Edge.
Yeah, but with a special attack stat like that.
Sure, when you have, you have a special attack stat, but you know, you could also just like pop on something for coverage one week or whatever. I don't know. 95 is good, is what I'm saying. And
I think like Keith was saying though, the Trick Room mode in this team is very threatening, and it's well built around that. I think that there is very little fast mode on this team, and the team is also very frail. The offensive output is tremendous. Don't get me wrong, but where's the bulk? You know.
Yeah, I was 2-hit KOing things. Like it was at, but I don't think it had any other attack thing. But I was 2 KOing everything with something Tantrum.
Yeah.
Right.
Physical up. Like that is the opposite side to this. Like I think like Dodoria should have a bad matchup. Just kills everyone left you know. Like, there was defense is not great, and neither is which, you know, it's going to be a problem if they can't position, but I think they can position really well. Like, it's really hard, you know, on this team, even if you do get a really good position. Like, it's...
Yeah, there is Light Screen and Reflect that can be set up, but they're not super fast. There's no Intimidate on this team unless I'm missing something. There's Kricketot, sure. But there's no Intimidate on this team.
Yeah, I mean...
you know, so that could be a problem. But if we get Trick Room set up and there's big numbers
Clink is hiding a lot of like that's one of those I'm gonna draft a 1-point Steel Mon to trick people into thinking my resistances are much better than they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is a glass cannon type team, but I think a lot of the time when you're running like a glass cannon hyper offense team, you don't want it to be a Trick Room team, right?
Yeah, and this one
typical
mostly is. So.
Yeah. I think that might be slightly different in this but you're not wrong. You're more it doesn't lend itself to the Trick Room, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm ready to put it on the list. You guys good?
Yeah, I want to...
Should speed this up a little bit, probably.
Yeah, probably. We're at 59 minutes. We got 2 teams left to talk about.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll pick up the pace just a bit here. Electrowebs. I think it's like a low B or a high C team for me. I definitely
it's lower
have
than my
seen
team.
Well, now that's not how any of this works.
No, in Keith's mind, that's the only way it works. Yes,
Oh,
Keith,
I gotta
it's
go.
lower than your team.
All right.
We love you.
Well, thanks for dipping in. Peace.
All right, see you, buddy.
All right. You and me again.
Yeah, I agree though. I think it's like a C plus team to me.
Yeah. So, all
I
right.
mean, with the offensive numbers, I could be way off, right? That I don't think any other team has offensive numbers like this.
Like
So,
that, yeah. But maybe. I don't know.
we'll see.
All right, next up, we got Fuba, our other new coach this season.
Tell me about this one. By the way, we're playing live. By the time this video comes out, maybe you will have already seen it. But
oh yeah,
this is a tough team to prep against. I like what Fuba did with this team.
So here's my first note. No one pointers is nice. There's definitely some holes though. Mantine base 70 tailwind is basically no tailwind at all, which is, I mean, 70 is not the worst. What's our median speed? Our median speed is 65, but that's
right about there. Yeah,
the median, and which means half the mons are going before you've set up tailwind. So like it's basically no tailwind at all. So overall, my thought is there are too many Pokemon whose primary role is to support other Pokemon, right? Shroodle, Chimecho, Mantine. Chimecho can maybe actually do some attacking in this format with a 95, but also maybe not. Berserker is not strictly a support Pokemon, right? It does more than just fake out things. It also attacks, but it is... There's a lot of like half support Pokemon, and then just overall too many people that are Pokemon that want another Pokemon next to them, and also there's a lot of Eviolite going on here. Charmeleon, which I think is going to get brought plenty. Gabite, which is going to get brought sometimes. Lairon is going to get brought once or twice probably. Shroodle is mostly going to want Sash when it comes, but overall, I think...
I actually don't think... I think Charmeleon and Gabite, when they come, are generally not going to want Eviolite. I think Charmeleon's going to want like Specs or Scarf most of the time. And these aren't mons that are going to come weekly, right? So when they do come, I actually don't think they're going to be fighting over Eviolite too much. Lairon gets sturdy, so that kind of negates the need for Eviolite or Sash sometimes, but it does have really tremendous bulk with Eviolite, so in my eyes, that's kind of the main Eviolite user on this team, which I think it could come. The stats are really good on that Pokemon. 90 attack, 140 defense is insane. Is and then 50 with Eviolite isn't terrible either. It's going to be a Terrahog when it does come, but I definitely could see it coming. This team also has some weather modes, which are pretty cool. You get Prankster weather with Shroodle, Chlorophyll with Leafeon. There's a couple Swift Swim users. Yeah, right. So a couple options there. You have as well. You have Fake Out with Berserker, which also gets Steely Spirit, which maybe could come into play with Lairon sometimes under Trick Room. Yeah, having a slow Tailwind setter, and I know average speed, but we can call it slow because it's not setting Tailwind for its partner, right? Most of the time. Without getting hit. So I think that might be a problem. I think the Trick Room mode leaves a little bit to be desired.
If you're only going to have one, you could do a lot worse than Chimecho for sure.
Agreed.
The other two things I want to bring up. One is there's a lot of mons that you only want to bring some small fraction at the time, and there's not enough that you want to bring every week.
The core, right?
Yeah. This team doesn't really have a core 2 or 3 that you're going to be able to bring most of the time and then fill in your weaknesses.
I think it has 2. I think Lapras and Berserker, are generally
going to come.
They're going to be there. Sure. Yeah. I think the rest is up in the air, which could be a good thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this team is piloted. I think it's a really interesting team that has a lot of different modes, kind of glued together by Shroodle in a lot of ways, but having a prankster Pokemon as your main support, you throw a sash on it. That's pretty decent. So
Yeah, there's only two prankster Pokemon in the whole board, right? Just
yeah,
Impidimp and Shroodle. So you got to take what you can get. The other thing that I want to mention about this team is the very clean speed tiers are actually pretty misleadingly not as clean as they look. Like we're jumping fives basically the whole way up, but Deden isn't really doing much with its speed, so that mostly doesn't count. Yeah, it's gonna nuzzle. And,
Super Fang.
Sure. Leafeon, I think, is using its speed stat. Gabite's not coming most of the time. Charmeleon's only coming when it's good. Shroodle has Prankster, so who cares what its speed is? Mantine is mid speed. And then these Slowmons, right, are not you don't love wanting to bring these for Trick Room purposes. So the fact that if your speed stats looked like this, and you were and it was 11 different Pokemon, I think this would be really appealing, but it's mostly irrelevant. Most of the speeds of most of these Pokemon are not actually that important.
Yeah, and we talked about this with several other teams too. For all of the special attacking prowess that Prime Spark's team had, this one really doesn't. Now, does have the ability to set weathers, which is going to change some of those special attack stats. In the sun and in the rain, attacks are going to be doing more damage. So maybe there's some hidden offense in there. Solar Power, Charmeleon, Fire Blast probably does insane damage.
Yeah.
So I like this team. I think this is a really fun, unique and strong team. I think it's an A tier team for me.
Interesting. I'm lower on it. I think Fuba's gonna be struggling to figure out what the sixth and maybe fifth Mon most weeks are. I just don't see the plan. It's gonna have to be a start from zero every single week, which maybe that's Fuba's a new coach. Maybe that's the way they want to do it. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical, but it's got Mons I like, right? Leafeon, Lapras, Berserker are all rad. I always like a prankster Pokemon.
I feel like the diversity,
on my team.
Like the different modes this team could bring, I think are really interesting. We'll see how good Shroodle is at piloting the squad, though. I guess just fake it out every time you see it. I don't know.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, and it's not like Berserker's winning fake out.
Right,
fake out,
right.
Counter fake out races.
Yeah. And you can't cloak it. It might just die to some fake outs, right?
I mean, it's not that way. I mean, it's
is it? I don't know.
Defense, Steel type. It's not dying.
Oh no, I'm saying Shroodle.
Oh, Shroodle dies to everything. Yeah,
Shroodle might just die to a strong
40,
fake
30,
out.
30,
I don't know.
I mean, no. Shroodle has 2 HP, right? It has it has all of them and the last one.
And the focus sash.
With a focus sash. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
I like this team. Something about it speaks to me.
I like that we are different on this, and they changed their team name, so they're on here as as Barack Obama Snow.
Oh my God! Why did they change it?
Well, this is the I think this is a C tier team, top of C. I don't know. It's got some decent mods. This is the April Fool's Pokemon Showdown icon.
Oh, is
Obama
it? Okay.
Snow. Yeah, that's what we use for coaches who don't provide team logos.
All right, to pick up the pace, let's start doing 3 minutes, and then we'll say, okay, we're almost out of time.
Well, this is the last one of the first division.
Oh, so we could talk about this after. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I said I would take this team. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing that stood out to me, and you've brought this up about a few other teams, EV-like competition on this team is real, right? Scraggy, Piloswine both want it a lot of the time. Piloswine maybe can use other items here and there, but I feel like those two mons really want it. I feel like Coughing really wants it. And I think all three of those, definitely the first two, Scraggy and Piloswine are going to be coming most of the time, so that's going to be an issue. And then when you bring Coughing, that's going to, open another can of worms. Lunatone, Meteor Beam, we've seen it already. A lot of teams played in the first week, is insane. Lots of damage coming out of that mon. It's got Levitate to get rid of that ground type weakness, which is nice. Pretty cool move pool. So that and Scovillain, I think Scovillain's another great pick. The ability to redirect things, but also really powerful offenses. And do we have a good way to set Sun on this team? Cloak?
I mean, everything gets Sunny Day, so I assume Emolga does. But
yeah, Cloak definitely does, right?
Emolga does not, but Cloak does.
Cloak does, yeah. So, a way to set Sun. I don't know if it's not as reliable as a Prankster setter, obviously. Yeah, so Eviolite competition really stood out to me. Rock and Ghost weaknesses overall, kind of a problem. Now, Scraggy does help with both of those. Then Eviolite competition's going to be an issue. So, anything else that stood out to you with this team?
Yeah, so I haven't really looked at Pinsir as a Pokemon, but 16 points for Pinsir seems crazy to me. What does Pinsir do that's worth all those points?
Hypercutter, crazy attack. I think is basically it. 85 speed is decent.
85 is decent.
I think that's it. You can't intimidate it, right?
Can't intimidate it. Does it get leech life? No leech life is rough. X Scissor is your best. Well, okay. I mean, nobody gets it. I mean, if it was good, it would be banned, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like first percentile attack stat, and it can't be intimidated. It's pretty.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Pretty good, right? I think that's probably the majority of it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Moxie some amount of the time, I guess.
Yeah, Emolga, one of the fastest tailwinds. It gets Nuzzle. Kind of like Dedenne, right? I think it's got the support moves. It goes fast. It slows things down, or it has an ability to speed up your team, but very frail.
It's an electric type with a ground immunity, which is nice. Next to your Piloswine here, we can Disquake.
Yeah, and there's less Sash competition on this team than Eviolite for sure. Special attacking, we have the Lunatone, we have the Scovillain, so you got a couple options there. And Brion. Brian?
Brian. Yep, it's Brian.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it wants Throat Spray if it's coming, or maybe it wants Eviolite, or maybe it wants Sat. Like, there's actually some choices to be made there. Also, it's 3 points, so who cares?
Yeah.
Finneon as a second Tailwind setter is irrelevant. I think Finneon generally is irrelevant. It is outclassed in every way by Brion, which is 3 points and is barely relevant, and by Emolga.
Mostly by Emolga, right? But as Storm Drain, maybe sometimes you would want it, but Water...
Yeah, but
there's a water weakness on this team.
Sure, there's a water weakness, but like
3 of your top mons are weak to water.
Yeah, but also you have Scovillain to punish waters, and Scovillain is like pretty good.
And Emolga, yeah.
And Emolga doesn't have good attack stats, so mostly who cares? Like, it's still 2 or 3 hit KOing water types.
Carbink is a pretty decent Trick Room setter to have, and then Lunatone is
nice.
Another one.
And it's one of those rare non Ghost and Dark weak Trick Room setters, which is good to have.
Yeah.
Good if you can get it.
This team has Fake Out and Redirection, which is a rarity. We don't see a lot of it.
Yeah, very little redirection on the board at all, and and what is there is mostly
Yeah.
pretty crappy.
Did anybody draft Pikachu?
Yes, but I don't remember
Yeah.
off the top of my head. I know it got drafted at least once.
Did it? Okay.
Braff, maybe? Did Braff draft Pikachu?
It wasn't. I didn't think it was Brav because he didn't bring it to that set.
Nope.
Was it Pancake? Or no?
Maybe. Pancake's in the other conference.
Yeah, I don't know. Not important.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Lunatone's good. Like, strong special attacker. One or two of them. Is that... We got Scovillain as well. Scovillain, Lunatone, and Brion actually 91 special attack. Pretty good.
No, it is.
Especially
Yeah.
for 3
I
points. I think Brion
This team
hits
generally
the field once
is
or twice this season.
Yeah. This team generally wants to go fast. I think the Trick Room mode is not the greatest.
Yeah, and like your Lunatone you want to be attacking with. You don't really want to be setting Trick Room.
Yeah. Right. So,
Meteor
ready to throw it
Beam
on the board?
and then yeah, we'll throw it on the board. This is the Vanilla Ice's Castelia Chandelures. I think it's pretty good. I think it's like a low A tier team, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe
I'm
it's a
putting
high
it-
B tier team. I don't. I mean, like a lot of the Mons are really good, but also a lot of those really good Mons are all competing for Eviolite.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a big problem.
We're probably underestimating Pinsir because I just don't get it. It like Pinsir is like a trash mon in my mind that nobody should ever use forever, and
It's like Sock,
this
right?
board-
It's just,
this
it's like
board
Sock
is
without
really messing
sturdy
with
and
me.
bug typing instead of fighting.
Yeah, I mean that's like, and Sock is already only medium in my brain, so like Pinsir is bad.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm really
I
having
kind
trouble
of agree.
calibrating to the new, this new draft board, but yeah, I think it's maybe a low A tier or a high B tier team. I don't think I like it better than Steve's. Do I? What was Steve's team again? No, I like Steve's team better, so it's not. But it has to be below Steve's.
Yeah, I have it below Cass. I have it bottom of B.
Yeah. Oh, I'm moving the wrong one. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, I think I'm about at the same spot as you, actually. You kind of talked me down on it. Alrighty. That's 8 teams. 1 hour, 17 minutes before the edit. We'll see how much I cut out. Probably not much, because that's
Probably
not my
none.
style. But I'm at least throwing in that that picture of Poppin's percentile stat chart, because I said I was going to. So that's getting thrown in editing at some point. Other than that, watch the matches, watch Weekly Heat. We got another one coming. Stay tuned for the last 8 teams. We love you very much. Peace.